Private villa in Sugar Beach, St Lucia. The best views of the pitons, private hot tub and pool, the best suites, and of course, a personal 24/7 butler. So yes, bit by bit, this channel is advancing. Here you see some drone screen recorded footage. My first time ever using a drone, but to give you a sense of the hot tub and pool, and essentially this was the backyard of the villa and the pitons right there. But before delving more into the villa tour, let me show you the trip I took getting there from another resort on the island, Cap Maison. So this is some footage of driving through the island, driving through some cities, including their largest city, Castries, and Sugar Beach itself is closer to a city called Soufriere, and of course eventually making it to more rainforest footage on the island. Sugar Beach is a property that's not only on a rainforest, but that rainforest is protected by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site. And you're going to see that very soon. The footage is going to change. St. Lucia is an island well known for its winding roads, and without making this video political, I will leave a little placeholder of a note that the government could definitely do more when it comes to roads and healthcare there. Here we go. On the left side of the screen, that little mountain thing you see is, well, exactly that. It is one of the two pitons that nestles Sugar Beach Resort. When you first make it onto the resort, you're greeted by world famous art, but we're all here for the villa anyways, so let's start with that tour. Again, this was a whole villa, a 3-bedroom, 4-bathroom villa that we rented out, so it's literally like when you would go to a house. It's not like a long hallway of rooms or anything like that. You go to your house, you open the door, right here's the foyer area where you could leave your sandy shoes and all of that. Here we make it onto a living room, dining room setup. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love the light, airiness of the furnishings as well. One thing, if I could change, some of the furnishings were a little dark. Like, I don't think the dining table and the coffee table need to be black. They could be a lighter wood, but that's okay. We're still, high up here in terms of points we're giving to the villa. The little welcome thing that the cleaner did as we were walking in. This is the kitchen. All the appliances were Foster appliances. The kitchen had multiple fridges. They're the concealed type of fridges that I'm going to show you in a second. Of course, it had set up for coffee. It had, it had a third fridge as well, just for alcoholic beverages, dishwashers, anything you could think of. Le Creuset cookware. Welcome gift was a limited edition bottle of Chandon champagne. I mean, just the attention to detail, the washer dryer room. And you might be thinking, well, why are these here? What person of this echelon is going on vacation to wash their clothes? Keep in mind, again, you have a 24/7 butler. There are maids, and there are, abundant staff on hand to help you. Now, welcome to my villa's backyard. This backyard is not your regular. It not only in terms of its finishes, including the hot tub and the pool, the infinity pool, mind you, the multiple outdoor dining areas, the multiple outdoor seating areas. It's not just that, it's the whole package, right? It's the view. It is that you are coming out between the pitons, like a literal wonder in the Caribbean region. It's that you're coming out to the Caribbean Sea. It's that you're coming out to these abundant private yachts in your literal backyard. It's the whole package here, and you're going to see that in the bedrooms as well as I walk you through that. Again, the furnishings, they couldn't have been better for what the setting is. Light and beachy. Everything is clean. Towels are getting replenished every day. The pool is getting cleaned by the pool boy every day. The attention to detail overall was excellent. This is me at the pool. Of course, I'm going to pose in my own pool, wouldn't you? And of course, that pool was put to very good use, swimming as much as I could with all of my friends and family that were there with me. Now, this is the primary bedroom, okay? I am usually so anti-white, like literally coming from a third world country like I do. This white reminds me a little bit with like sterile white or hospital white. But I have to tell you, this was the first time in my life that I liked white furnishings. It was just perfect. I couldn't think of another color that, the bedrooms should have been in this villa. And again, you know, I mentioned in showing you the outside, it's not just that this was a well done room, okay? I've seen other well finished rooms, and truthfully, rooms a little bit more, you know, involved than this one even. But, you know, it's the rooms plus the view plus the butler plus everything. It is the package. You know, you can walk out and dunk yourself in your own pool 24/7. You don't have to worry about, you know, the schmucks at the common pool. Like, it is, again, the whole package of all the ingredients that make this villa cake the most decadent ever. The bathrooms, the finishes here, of course, double vanities. What I loved in the primary bathroom is that, and I'll get to it in a second, but of course there's a toilet and the bidet and there's a whole shower room. What I loved was this yacht-style tub. It reminded me of the Rolls-Royce video I did. Like, the Rolls-Royce is sometimes referred to as a yacht or a boat-style car and how far the nose goes out. This tub had the same finish to it, and I loved it. You could lay flat in that tub. Flat, of course, because you're floating, not because your back is curved, but you could lay flat in that tub, like head to toe, fit full body in. And again, this is, you know, not just the bedroom, but when you open your eyes first thing in the morning, this is your view, Caribbean Sea between the pitons. So now this is another one of the bedrooms that we're in. If you thought it was the same bedroom, well, you'd have been right, because the finishes were identical. This is another one, could have been a primary bathroom itself, a primary bedroom itself, and you're going to see here the bathroom. The only literal slight difference is that these were not like the yacht or the boat style sinks that I was talking to you about. So again, the toilet and the bidet are here as well. This room also had the large rainfall shower, standing shower room setup. That's a setup that seems to be well favored in upscale hotels. But do you see how this is more of a conventional tub? That was the only difference between these two rooms. The primary bedroom was a little closer to the hot tub, I guess, if we're going to talk geographical differences as well. And this one is closer to one of the outdoor dining areas. This is the third bedroom, just adorable, beautiful, beautiful. This came with its own whole entire, you know, other side of the house facing outdoor area that you could come out to with a little water feature out there. The bathroom in this room was not lacking in anything as well. Of course, all the same quality finishes and beddings and all of that when it comes to the bedroom. The bathroom here, I mean, the difference being that the difference being in this bathroom that the rainfall shower room was a little smaller, and if I can remember correctly, I don't think this bathroom had a bidet or a tub. Cry me a river. It was still insanely beautiful. You get to wake up to just the most beautiful, beautiful water hues every single morning. Again, giving you the zoomies here through the toilet room, which I'm sure we've all seen one before. And this is literally a photo. I'm not going to video the fourth bathroom of the house. In terms of the toiletries used, there were two kinds across the bathrooms, but this one, I think the brand was called Detox, and then there was another one that was spelled ROIL, and after saying it out loud a few times, I realized it was Royal. Here's a snapshot, $22,000 Canadian almost for 3 nights, in case some of you are thinking, what the hell, the price can't be real. Well, it is. It rounds up to $7,500 a night. When it came to amenities around, I mean, in a place like this, you're not really going to go hunting for amenities when your villa has everything you could ever dream of, plus more. But for what it's worth, I did have a non-alcoholic pina colada at one of the bars on site, and it was lovely. That was the common pool you just saw, and this is the beach, because yes, of course, I mean, this is the one exception to leaving the villa, was just seeing the beach. Not only did we go see the beach, we swam in it. The water was absolutely delicious. And one thing that I had to do, I walked to touch one of the pitons. I mean, I'm not paying that premium to sleep between the pitons and not get to like touch one. I was never going to climb one, not into that, but I had to touch one. So again, this is footage of the beach. You can see, I mean, the kind of resort it is. Like, people are not rushing to, like, you know, steal a chair kind of thing. This was early in the morning, mind you. You know, I'm the kind of person that on vacation by like 9 a.m. has done everything on my to-do list. But you can see there's just abundance of everything. I don't think anybody's ever fought for a beach chair at the Sugar Beach Resort. And I mean, that's kudos to the resort as well. This is more footage of the beach, just different angles of it for you to appreciate, you know, just how close we really are to the pitons and how fabulous it is and how tranquil it is. And I will say we did a jet boat tour getting to Cap Maison, our other resort. And so we did like literally the water side of the entire island, and Sugar Beach had the most yachts on it by far. There's some mangoes of the resort and lots of fruit growing on the resort. Lots of fruit and vegetables grow in St. Lucia overall, by the way. And this is footage of the breakfast buffet. Now, buffets are not my favorite, but if I had to pick one, this would have been, you know, top 2 of breakfast buffets of my life. Everything you could imagine. Right here you're looking at, I thought it was a pastry table, but it was actually a gluten-free pastry section all on its own. I'm sure you noticed at the beginning, there's a literal champagne bar, free-flowing, have as much as you want at the breakfast buffet. But again, the kind of people that are going to these resorts, like, they're not there to take advantage of the champagne. We've all tasted champagne before. There were sections at the breakfast buffet of everything you could imagine, like one for the cheeses, one for the meats, one for the breads. Here's the bread one. I loved those little, if you saw the tag, they're called Creole breads. I loved those little things. There was a section, you know, some people have yogurts and some people have waffles. There was an omelet bar. There was a dressing bar. The fruit section was my favorite because you get to discover like local fruits. I had this one thing I never had before called the wax apple. And for the purpose of a comprehensive video, what I'm showing you now, and I'm not going to go too much into detail, is just like literally a series of images. These images consisted of the room service. I never went to a restaurant on site other than the breakfast buffet because it was just not worth leaving my room. So that means that all the food I you know, consumed, and all of everybody else with me consumed during the day, came to us through room service. Room service, if I have to say, if you know, Sugar Beach, if you're listening, this was the weakest part of the experience. I'm not saying it was bad food. It was just not on par with the ultra luxury that everything else was. And by comparison, by the way, Cap Maison, another resort on the island, Cap Maison, another resort on the island, had exquisite room service food from their restaurant, The Cliff. And here, a zoom out of the pitons from the planes as we leave the island. I just couldn't get enough of those things. Tried to get every angle possible, even the muddy little airplane angles. And just because it was my first time ever playing with a drone, I felt I owed it to myself to include some drone footage here. Next time I'll make sure to do like an actual memory card flip and not a screen recording like a noob. But for what it's worth, this was more drone footage from my personal villa. And as we're going to zoom in here, you're going to see like a little human in a white robe that I'm about to circle right now. And that little human is me. This is my villa, and I'm filming it with a drone at night. Goodbye. See you on our next luxury review.